Hey, everybody. Hey, Simi Buns and Vanessa and Joanne and Louise and Priscilla. Hey, everybody. I am excited. Today, our goal is to do curved text, learn how to do curved text in Cricut Design Space, and I'm excited to share my process with you. When I did that video and I made the shirt with the curved text, a lot of people had questions like, Delonda, how did you do that? Even though I thought I said it, I thought I did okay in the video. Maybe sometimes people learn best just by watching. So if this is your first time joining me, welcome. Hey, Carol. If this is your first time joining me here on YouTube, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber or returning joiner, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. As I stated, our goal is to learn how to do the curved text in Cricut Design Space, and I do not want to waste any of your time. So we are going to get started. The first time that I did a curved text shirt or a curved text design, I did one that said crafting life. And then I thought about like what defines, yes, y'all go and like the video. I see 12 people watching. I should see 12 likes. Simi Buns, make sure you check it on them for me. Thank you. I did a shirt that said crafting life, and I kind of thought about what defines crafting life. And since Valentine's Day is coming up, I decided, hey, Yasmin, that I would do a design that defines married life before me and my husband. So everybody defines married life, differently. So yours might be dating life, yours might be teacher life, yours might be mom life, yours might be, whatever you want to. Hey, hola from Dallas. Okay. Hola from Dallas. All right. Look at me being bilingual. Hey, Linda. Okay. So like I said, I've stated our goal and we are not going to waste any time. So the first thing I'm going to do is review my materials that I'm going to be using tonight. At first, I thought I wanted to use a red shirt. So I got this red shirt and I started kind of just playing around with it in Cricut Design Space. Hey, Love Martin. And I was like, I don't know. Hey, LaRonda. I don't know if I wanted to do red because even though red is my favorite color, I didn't like the way it looked in Design Space. And so I kind of thought maybe I'll use a black shirt. So I'm still not 100% dedicated to red or black, but I'm going to be using one of them. The vinyl that I'm using is Caesar Easy Weed. I like this kind. I have multiple colors of it. So whether I use the red shirt or the black shirt, hey, Wanda, I'll be using Caesar. So I will be using a green standard grip mat. So just a regular Cricut green standard grip mat. I'll be using a pin weeding tool. I purchased this from 143 Vinyl, and I will be connected to my Cricut Maker, and I'll be using the just a regular 5-point blade. Okay, so all of the materials are listed down below. Hi, Brenda. And I included some of the font options because I'm just not sure. Hey, Lisa. I'm just not sure about which font I'm going to be using, but I'll show you some examples. And I'm going to show you how to use the character map. So one of the things I said in the description was to see if you could download something that's called Character Map UWP. Can somebody type that in the comments for me? Character Map UWP. If you're using a Windows computer, which is what I'm using a computer that has that is a Windows computer. I don't have a MacBook. I do have an iPad. What? Oh, Linda. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry to hear that. I have 2 pens, and I was thinking about getting another one just to have color options. I love it. I love it so much. Have you tried this one, Linda? The Caesar Easy Weeder? Yes, Character Map UWP. So this is another one. Y'all, I'm not good at this whole camera thing on live, but look how sharp that is. I like it too. They sent this one to Dimps. Okay. They sent that one to me in a mystery box. Just wanted to learn for my church logo. Okay, church logo, hug by a car. She joined me last time. All right, so let's get started. we are going to first go to the character map and just look again. And if you've seen the character map and you're like, okay, Delonda, enough, not the character map, the Wordmark.it floss. Okay, floss. I've never tried that, but if you've never looked at Wordmark.it, I use it a lot. If you've seen it before, I'm sorry. So let me just go ahead and say that. But I am going to pull it up and we're going to look at it very quickly. And then we will look at the character map because I want to show you how to use it because a lot of people don't use it. So let me share my screen. Sherry, I want every color pen, but I had to get the red one because red is my favorite. All right, let me go to Wordmark.it. So what I said I would do for my shirt in the middle, I'm going to type the phrase "our married life," or I think that's what I want to say. I'm going to say our married life. And everybody's married life is not the same. So that's why I said ours. Because everybody, y'all be doing some different stuff. Okay, so for us, I would kind of look through here and I'm wanting something bold, right? Because I'm putting this on a shirt. And my shirt is either going to be red or black. So, and make sure y'all, when you're coming in, make sure you hit that like button. Okay, so I like Comic Sans bold. I like that. I know I don't want anything italicized or italicized. I know I don't want anything like that. Okay, so I like Courier. Close that. I don't know what that is. Ibrima, like that. Georgia, good old Georgia. Everybody liked Georgia last time. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Some of these are just too thin for my liking. Okay. So I like that Sego. I don't know if I said that right. There's one that let me see if I don't. Okay. I do not see all of my fonts. I just noticed that because there are some that I downloaded today that are not here, but I like this one. So I'm showing you this to say these are some options. Okay. So then after I've gone through and kind of filtered some, then I can go through them again and look, to see like, do I really like these? Okay, so no to this one is too thin. No to that one. I definitely like this. So if I had to choose, I would probably choose that Sego UI Black. I like Georgia also. And I don't want that one. Okay. So then I would either write it down or I would keep Wordmark.it open. Okay. So that's how you use Wordmark.it. Hey, Christiana. Hey, Jamaica. Tig, you better be watching. Dimps, I'm going to need you. Dimps. Okay. You need to show people the pictures of Tig. Okay, so now I've gone through, I've looked at those. What I noticed personally is that some of the fonts that I downloaded today are not showing up, but I also want to show you how to use the character map. Now, it is not called, well, on every computer you have a character map. Well, thank you, Holly. On every computer you have just a regular standard character map, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and open Cricut Design Space first. And then I'll show you like how to use the character map because most people, I would say, don't use it. I know I didn't use it personally before I got started with using my Cricut. Hey, Louise, how are you? Okay, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going back to Cricut Design Space. Okay, I'm going to hit share. So I'm going to just go to a new project. And it says, welcome, Madison, because remember, if you don't know this already, I didn't purchase this machine for myself. I purchased it for my daughters and they were just like, I don't want it. Okay, so I'm going to go to text and I am going to type in, I'm just going to type in Delonda. Okay, so I'm just type in my name. And, I'm gonna move it over here to the middle and I'm gonna make it like big, okay? Now, right now, when you first open Cricut Design Space, it's always going to default to Cricut Sans because that's just their default settings. But of course, I like Georgia and I want to see what that's going to look like with my name. So I'm going to go up here and type Georgia. I can just type GEO. Okay, so now that's what my name looks like with the Georgia font. Okay, now I'm going to just open the regular character map that's on my computer. Let me just go to the regular schmegular. Can y'all, is it showing the character map? Let me make sure it is. It is not. Let me stop sharing because I want you to see what the character map looks like. Share. And I want to, okay. So this is what the regular character map looks like. Okay. So when you're on your screen and you go to the Georgia font. So here is Georgia. These are all of the options within Georgia. So like if you wanted to, see if you could add special characters or use a different language, this is just the regular character map, not the one I asked you to type in because you're going to see the difference. This one to me is good, but it's a little bit too small. So once I found out, how to download Character Map UWP, I pretty much fell in love with it, right? Okay, so this is what all of the options are within the Georgia font. Hey, Charnette. Okay, so it's good, right? So when I did the first shirt and I did the round, I'm gonna close this out for a second. When I did the first shirt and I did the round design and people were saying, well, how did you get that middle dot? I got the middle dot by going to the character map and copying in the middle dot from there and putting it in Cricut Design Space. I'm going to show you what that looks like. So I'm going to go back and we're looking at Character Map UWP. So if you don't have it downloaded, plenty of people have put it here in the chat. So you can go back to the chat and check and make sure you have it. This to me is a better option for looking at not just your font choices, but looking at the different glyphs that are available in those fonts. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go back to Cricut Design Space. And I am going to go back, to my name. And hopefully it's going to show the character map. If it doesn't, it's not going to be good. Let me see if it's showing. It is not. Okay, let me stop and go back. So I'm sure you can see it now. Well, no, you can't. Share window. Okay, so this is what the character map looks like in Character Map UWP. So if I go to that font that's called Georgia, see how much bigger it is, right? You can look at it, you can see everything that's available. So this font, you have to download it. Hug by a card, you have to download it. So on my computer, let me stop for a second because I don't want anybody to be confused. On my computer, let me see if it will allow me to share. Let me see if it will allow me to share. It won't let me share my, oh, let me go to the entire screen. Look at God. Okay, it will let me share it. So I'm going to click this and we'll click share. Okay, so now let me go back. If I go to the bottom of my screen down here where it says there's a little magnifying glass, you see that hugged by a card? Can y'all see that? Give me a yes, a thumbs up or something. Yes? No? Maybe so? I'm going to assume that those are yeses, even though I see nothing. Yes, no, yes, yeah, yes, thank you. Okay, yes, okay, so I'm going back. So if I click that and I go to, apps, or I go to the Microsoft store, because I would have to go to the Microsoft store and I would, look for character map. So I can type character map. And I would have to type character map UWP because that's the one I'm asking you to download on your computer. It is 100% free, $0. I don't know them. They don't know me. This is not any, it has nothing to do with any money. Okay. So once you get it, I would say install it and then open it. I've already installed it, so I'm just going to open it. Okay. So once I have it open, which I do right here, I can see all of this is another way to see all of the font choices that you have on your computer. So Wordmark.it is one way. This is another way. This tells me that I have 208 font families installed on this laptop. Look, it's on the screen right there. Character map UWP. Still on the screen. Okay. So when I'm looking at all of the font choices that I have, let's say, for example, I wanted to look at one that's called, let's say I wanted to look at Christmas and Santona, right? And I'm going to go back to Cricut Design Space. And if I'm going too fast, you can say, Delana, you're going too fast. Let's say I change my name from Georgia to Christmas and Santona. Are we still good? If I change my name there, I make it big. Okay. If I do that, and I wanted to add, more things to my name or see what other options I had within the Christmas and Santona font. Let's say I wanted to, let's say I didn't want the D that's already there because the D that's in my name with Christmas and Santona looks like this. Let's say I wanted to change it to a different D. Let's say I wanted to use, I don't know, this D right here. All I would have to do is click this copy button, go back over to Cricut Design Space. I would have to ungroup these letters because I just want this D. I would double click on this D. I would remove it and I would do Control V and I could change it to that D right there. I know that was a lot and it was fast. I'm gonna do it again. Oh, I'm using StreamYard to share my screen, so I'm not sure. Okay, y'all want me to do that again? Let me do that again. Or what if I didn't want, that A that's at the end of my name? Or let's say I want this D. Let's say, you know what? I'd rather have this D at the beginning of my name. I would click copy. I would go back to Cricut Design Space. I would click on this D. I would just double click it. I would, delete it or backspace. And then I would do Control V and I could change that D. That's for Windows. I'm not sure what the character map is called for Mac. Okay. I know that was a lot. I'm going to show you again. So that's just, my name. I have it, like, let's just say I like it just like that. And I just want to keep it just like that. I'm good with it. I can, group it. I can attach it. I can weld it. I can do all of those things. When you're using the character map, which is where you find the glyphs and the swirls and all that stuff, that is how you use it. You have to go copy it and then bring it to Cricut Design Space to paste it. Because when you're just looking at the regular fonts in, in here in Cricut Design Space, you're not going to see the glyphs and the swirls and all that stuff. You won't be able to see it. The only way to get to it is from the character map. I'll bring my view down a little bit. So the one that I used before, when I made that shirt that had the round design, was the one that's called Honey and Raspberries. So I'm going to type, I'm going to go and type Our Married Life. I did our, and I hit enter, married, and I hit enter, life, and I hit enter. But I don't need to hit enter, okay? I'm going to just bring this over here, and I'm going to stretch it out a little bit. And I'm going to change it to that Honey and Raspberries because that was a familiar font. So Honey and Raspberries looks like this. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen this way because I will need to share it. How y'all feeling confused? You're feeling like, Delonda, that was too fast? Tell me how you feeling because I don't want anybody to be confused. That would devastate me. Okay. I see 51 viewing. Hopefully I have 51 likes and y'all stay with me because I'm going to make sure you get it. 52 viewing. Okay, going back to share. Hey, Heather. We're doing good, I think. I hope. I pray. Okay, so I'm back in Cricut Design Space. I typed Our Married Life. I am going to just make it big just for a little bit. And I'm going to go to alignment and center this. And then I'm also going to bring my line spacing in a little bit because you see how much space that is between. Let me make this a little bit bigger so y'all can see it. See how much space that is between our and married and life. I don't want that much space. So right here for line space, I'm just going to, click that down arrow to bring it in closer. That's all I'm doing because, if it's just like line spacing in Microsoft Word. You don't need that much space in between the lines. Now you can have it like that, but I don't want it like that. Okay. The font that I'm using right now that I'm looking at is called Honey and Raspberries. Okay. Now within Honey and Raspberries, I'm going to go back to the character map just to show you so we can look at it together to see if there are any glyphs or swirls or anything else that we want to add to this, or if we just want to keep it just like this. So I'm going to go to my character map and I'm going to look, it's in alphabetical order. Hopefully, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, you can't see it. Let me go back. Let me share it so you can see it. Share a screen, entire screen, share. Okay. I'm going back to the character map. I'm going to Honey and Raspberries. Okay, it's this one. All right, so within Honey and Raspberries, I have, this asterisk, which, I don't want. I have this little ampersand, I don't want that. But these are all of the special characters that you can't get to without going through the character map. Okay, so I have, 1/4, 1/2. What is this? This is called Latin small letters. Okay, look, all the little cute stuff. Okay, do I want any of this? Look, they have the word the and now and from and for. Just cute, 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 cute. They have and, so all cute stuff. I don't see anything that I, absolutely have to have. I do like these little 3 ellipses. I like those. So if I wanted to add that to my text, so I would just click copy. And then I would go back to Cricut Design Space and I would go right next to life. I could just double click on it and then I could do Control V and it would add it. Now I love this. I didn't even know I could do that. I didn't even know that was an option in Honey and Raspberries, but I love it. I love it. Hey, Crafty Puerto Rican. Okay. Okay, thank you, Hug My Card. And that would be my suggestion is just, watch the replay. And even on YouTube, you can slow the video down. So by default, the setting is on 100%, like 100, like a normal replay. You can change it to 75%, 50%, but just know when you do that, it also changes the speed of me speaking. So I would sound like this, which would be funny, but whatever. Okay. So I like it like this. I absolutely love it like this. So I'm actually going to go ahead and attach this because I like it. All right. And let me delete my name because I don't need it. And I don't even know if that, helped y'all with anything. Okay. So hopefully now we're good. Hey Arkita, hey Kelly. Okay, I'm going back. Y'all feeling all right? Dims, what we looking like with the likes? What we looking like? I'm gonna have to look now. Okay, I'm going back to I'm learning some good stuff. All right, Tracy. Tracy, thank you, honey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm going back now because you're trying to do too much, honey. Okay, I'm going back to Cricut Design Space. You look fine. All right. Okay. So now that I have the middle of my design exactly the way I want it, and I can't even express to you how much I love this because I didn't see this before I invited y'all to join me. I like learning in the spur of the moment. Okay, so now I'm going to go to templates. Yeah, I'm not going to go to templates just yet. Let me just move this off to the side. So now that I have the middle or the basis for the words that will go around in my shirt, the words that will be curved, now I have to start thinking about what are the things that define or describe my married life. So if I was doing this as a teacher, or I could say, my teaching career, what are the things that define my teaching career? If I was going to define, motherhood or mom life, I could say like living that mom life. And it could be, pickups and drop-offs and, late nights and homework and college and whatever, right? I could use any words I wanted to describe mom life. And what I'm going to do for this, I'm going to use words that Peter and I would agree on that describe our married life. Now, some of y'all living in some situationships, right? Where it's like chaotic, crazy, by the seat of our pants, we just make whatever, but that's not ours. Right now, it's good, right? So some of the words that I would use to describe our married life, and it's just us, right? I would say that it is exceptional. And that's actually the first song that we danced to from our wedding, because that's a whole nother issue, whole nother story. But right, okay, so I would say it's exceptional. And because I want to separate each of the words with a middle dot, and that middle dot tricked a lot of people, it tripped people up. Let me show you how to get to the middle dot. So I'm going to click on my word. I'm going to hit the space bar. I'm going to go back to the character map. Let me stop sharing so I can show you. Okay, I'm going back so I can show you what I'm talking about. Let me share the full screen so you can see, what is she talking about when she's talking about that middle dot. Okay, so I'm back in Honey and Raspberries. I'm in the character map UWP, and I'm going to look for that middle dot. And each one of these has a description. So if I click on this one, it says this is a bullet. I'm not looking for the bullet. I'm looking for the one that is a middle dot. So let me look at this one. Look, it says middle dot. So I'm going to click copy, and I'm going to go back to Cricut Design Space, and I am going to do Control V, because Control V is paste. Then I'm going to do a space bar. I'm also going to say that our marriage is fun. And I'm going to do a space, and then I'm going to do a Control V. And then I'm going to hit that space bar again. I'm going to say that our marriage is blessed. And then I'm going to do a space. And then I'm going to do Control V. And then I'm going to do a space. And I'm going to say our marriage is also perfectly imperfect. Perfectly space imperfect. Space Control V. And I think that's enough. I think that pretty much describes it. Okay. So let me move I'm going to change my view down just for a little bit. And hopefully you can't see. I mean, hopefully you can, hopefully you can see. And if you can't, just put your eyeballs on the actual screen. Just take them out of the sockets and just put them on the screen, and hopefully that'll help. Okay. Now, with the curve option, if I do anything to this text, I will not be able to curve it. Hopefully you're looking at my screen and you can see the curve option is right there. Let me make sure y'all can see it. Can y'all see it? Could y'all see it? Yes. Could y'all were watching the screen? Y'all could see Cricut Design Space. Let me close that one. Yes. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm going back to it. Hopefully you can see that I have the curve option. If I do anything to this text, if I try to put an offset on it, if I try to make it bigger, if I try to do anything to it, I will lose that curve option. So I know that already. So I'm not going to do it. But yes, I am going to do it because I'm going to show you, because some people are from the show me state. Like, no, you have to show me because I don't believe you. So let me just show you. So right now if I click on it, I have the curve option. Let's just say, I wanted to try to do an offset behind that thing. Like, ooh, it looks so good. Let me just put an offset behind it. Let me show you what's going to happen. The offset is going to come up eventually. I promise. Let me turn on my heat press while my, computer is thinking about offset. Drink a little coffee goes. But maybe it's not. Maybe I lied. Let me try it again. Look at it. You see that line going up there? So when Cricut Design Space starts doing this, I save just in case they, try to do too much. So I'll just say shirt in progress and then save it just in case it, starts doing different stuff and I lose everything I've done. I'll just hit save so I don't lose it. Now it's saying saving, so I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to see. I don't know why it's doing this, but whatever. I don't know. Let me see if I quit this. Okay. So now you see that I have an offset behind it. Oh, it's still, look, I lied. Maybe it's still going to let me curve it. Let me see if I select that whole thing. No. So if I try to select the whole thing, it won't let me curve it. But if I try to just select this, it'll let me curve it. Okay. Let me see. It's still going to let me curve it. So then I just made that up. I never tried it before and had that happen. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. So let me take that offset off because it's not what I want anyway. But okay. Oh, now it's gone. Hold on. Let me just try to go back as far as I can and see if I can still get it. Back. Let's see. No, back. Back one more time. Come on, curve. Come on back. Come on back. Okay, so let me see if I double click on it and I just hit a space right there. Okay, it came back. So I'm gonna just take it just like this. And I know that I want all of that to go around. Let me change this to black. Okay. And I know that I want all of this to, go around this word, these words right here. So I'm just going to take it. I'm going to click on curve and I'm going to go all the way over as far as I can. Okay. And then, put it on top like this and then stretch it out until it fits without an issue, without it touching. Okay. So I know for a fact that this is too big. This is 12.281 by 12.3. And that is, that would be too big for a shirt for me. So I know that I have to make some changes, but I'm okay with it because I'm going to resize and I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. Uh-oh, I'm sorry, Holly. Okay. Hey. Thank you. Thank you, Patrice. I'm working. I'm trying to get past my fears. Okay. Yeah. So when Cricut Design Space starts slowing down or acting like it doesn't want to cooperate, just save whatever you have so that you don't lose all of the progress you've made. If y'all are just joining, make sure you hit that like button. Okay. I'm going back. Okay. All right. I'm going back in. Okay. Okay, so now I have it the way I want it, except I know it's too big. And how do I know it's too big? I see this triangle right here, which is letting me know, oh no, Delonda, you won't be able to cut that, right? So what I would do is I would get a template from the templates tool and I would, make sure that it's what I need. So I will go to classic t-shirts. Okay. And it says templates are for reference only and will not be saved. So really templates are virtual. They're not going to be cut. Nothing is going to, come out, right? So I'm using a women's short sleeve medium. And the color of the shirt that I'm going to use, I'm pretty sure I want to use the black one. And I want to change the color of my shirt to black. Okay. Let me change it here. Okay, I want it to be black, and I don't know why it did not show up. Okay, there it is. Now, I don't like all these grid lines, so what I want to do is turn these lines off. Okay, so I just did that by clicking in the top left corner. I turn the lines off. In order to change the color of the shirt, I click down here in this box in the bottom right-hand corner, and once you click on it, it'll give you the option to change it. So you can see what it's going to look like on your shirt. So let's just say on mine, I want this part to be red. So I'm going to change that to red. And let's say I wanted this to be white. Let me change that to white. Okay. So let's say I want it to look like that. And, I'm not sure yet. I'm still kind of playing with it. I think I like that actually. I think I love it actually. I think I love it actually. But I know that it's still it's still too big, right? So really what's too big is this, because this round part is trying to fit around this. And in order to make the curve fit around the middle, then I have to make the middle a little bit smaller. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to bring this in a little bit, let's say to 8. And see what we're working with. Okay, so now I can also bring this in, and let's see if I still get that triangle. What is it telling me? Oh, it's saying go down to 11.5. Okay, so I'm still a little bit too big. So let me bring this down a little more. Let me go down to, and I mean, you'll still be able to see that just fine. Okay. I like that. I like it. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, Hooked by a Card. I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better. You're welcome, LaRonda. I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot. Okay, I'm going back. Okay, so now that I kind of have it the way that I want it and I think I like it, what I might also do, and I know that I can do it if I wanted to, if I wanted to put an offset behind this curved part, now is the time for me to do it, because since it's already curved, Cricut Design Space can't tell me you can't put an offset, because now I can. So if I click this offset and I wanted to try it, it'll be there. Let me change it to white. Okay, so I could say I want it like that, and 9 times out of 10 I do. Lord, I kill myself. Okay, I like it. I like it. I do. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this select all button. The reason why I'm clicking the select all button is because the only thing that is going to select is our married life and then all of the words around it. Because remember, the t-shirts are not really there. It looks like they're there, but they're not really there. This is virtual, right? So if I click select all, it's going to select everything on my screen. And when I do that, now I'm going to center this horizontally so that, see how that moved our married life over? And I'm going to go with it. I like it. I really do like it. Okay. But before I do anything else, because I'm pretty sure this is the design I'm going to go with, I am going to take the red, all of my red letters, and I'm going to just move them off to the side just for a minute. And I'm going to attach those so that they all cut together so that I end up having 2 mats. And then I'm going to take all of this white, all of that white, and I'm going to attach that. So I'm going to apply the white layer first, and then I will put the red layer. Let me move it on top. I will be able to put the red layer right on top of this. So if I were to click make it right now, I could, and I wouldn't have an issue. Let me see what this is saying. What is it telling me to reduce? Okay, something is still too big. Okay, so because I want to keep it all together and I don't want to worry about having an issue, I'm going to go back and select all again. Let me check my chat. Thank you. Thank you, Kelly. Okay, thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm getting ready to do right now. I'm going back. I'm going to select all again, and I'm going to bring it all. Let me just group it just so it stays together. Grouping doesn't do anything for when you click make it, I promise. But I'm going to resize it all together so that it's not, so I don't have an issue. And I don't want that big anyway, because that's, too big, really. Really, 11, my width at 11, I mean, really 10.5 is good. Let me see what 10.5 looks like. 10.5 is good enough. 10.5 is actually perfect. Okay, so I'm good on 10.5. So my width is 10.5 and the height is 10.53. Now I'm ready. So once I click make it, I should see 2 mats, one red mat and one white mat. Okay. We good? Okay, so I'm going back. I'm going to go ahead and click make it, and you'll see those shirts are going to go away. Okay, so I have 2 mats. I have a white mat and I have a red mat. Now, I never, like I've told you, before, I never just keep mine at the top where it is automatic. I always just move it down just a little bit, just in case, something happens and it gets caught in there, the vinyl gets caught. I just kind of move it down and I move it over. And because I'm using heat transfer vinyl, which is also HTV, which is also iron on vinyl, I know that I have to mirror this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click mirror here. And I'm going to move this down and over, and I'm going to mirror this. Okay. I'm going to click continue. And I really should have saved it again. Okay, so now I'm going to Make sure I turn on my stuff. I kill myself. I crack myself up. Y'all did. Thank you. You're welcome, Tracy. Tracy. Thank you, man. Learn to turn your machine on, Tracy. Let me make sure I turn this heat press on. I did. Okay, so since I'm using Caesar, the heat settings for Caesar Easy Weed, and I'm telling you, I always purchase this from 143. It's kind of used. The heat settings when you're using the heat press is 305 for up to 20 seconds. I always do the max. So I have it on 305, and I know I'm going to 20 seconds. Okay. All right, let me go to add to stream so you can see my little Cricut maker right there. And let me get my red HTV, because at first I thought I wasn't using it, but I am. And I have some Cricut brand. I don't remember buying it. Maybe it was my newbie stuff, but whatever. Okay, so I'm using at first I thought I was going to use this red one, but I changed my mind. So I got my, if y'all can see, can y'all see my mat? That is so, okay, there it is. You can see it. Okay, so I'm going to use this black shirt, and I'll be getting the shirt ready after I lay my vinyl down. Now, Terrell, you trying to make me cry? One of my eyes is already watering. You want both of them to be watering at the same time? Is that it? Is that it, huh, Terrell? Huh? Is that it? Go ahead and just say it. Just say it, Terrell. Go ahead and say it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do the white layer first. And I'm going to choose let me go back because I didn't show this part. I don't want to leave anything out. Thank you, Terrell. Okay, so let me go back and share because, I don't want anybody to say, well, she didn't show us the cut. Let me show you the cut. Okay, so I'm going back. My base material is set to everyday iron on. Make sure y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay, base material is set to everyday iron on. And where the cut pressure for HTV, I use more pressure. You can use whatever you want. I put mine on more, but do what works for you. I'm showing you what works for me. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. And now I'm going back to stop sharing. I'm going to go here so you can see my stuff. Okay. So I got my white. And I'm going to put it on the mat. Louise, now you know it's all love. I love you right back. And, knowledge is power. When you know how to do something, you don't have to pay somebody to do it for you or bring a t-shirt. To be honest, I use whatever is the cheapest, LaRonda. But this is a Gildan. But we have a store in Houston that's called, I want to say it's called SK Vinyl. And they do have cheap shirts. I mean, they are cheap. I almost wonder where y'all getting these shirts from, because if it's only costing me $2, that means you paid less than $2. So where are y'all getting these from? I don't know. That's not my business. This is a Gildan that I got from, I just took the sticker off. I think I got it from, oh, did I not take the sticker off? This came from Hobby Lobby. This one, it came from Hobby Lobby, because at Hobby Lobby, they end up being like right at $3, maybe $2.90 something. I don't know. Okay, so when you put your HTV down, you're going to put it on the mat with the shiny side down. I'm not good on this. So like this is the shiny side. This side, you see, it's not shiny. So when you're using heat transfer vinyl, you put it on the mat with the shiny side down. So let me do that. And I don't know if anybody's ever told y'all, don't throw your mat covers away. They are not trash. Your mat cover is not trash. You keep your mat cover. I made little stickers for mine, so I'll know, like, okay, that's my green mat cover. See, I put little green. So, like on my blue mats, I have a blue one. On my pink mats, I have a pink one. On my purple mats, I have a purple one. So, make little stickers for your mats so you don't lose them. Okay. Signature song. All right, Terrell. Yes. All right, Ozella. Learning. Okay. Hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing. Let me get you a good camera view. I feel like I did not do that. Let's see. Is that? I don't know if that's better. Hopefully it is. Y'all, with my luck, I dropped the whole phone out of this thing. Hopefully you can see that. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna put my vinyl on my mat with the, I keep it, rolled up, and I just put it on the mat with the shiny side down. If y'all are just joining, make sure you have hit that like button. I'm sorry if the camera is shaking. The camera is on the same table as the laptop and the maker and everything. This is not a mandatory tool. This is not you need to have a brayer, but I do because I shop a lot. Right, so this is all this does is just kind of roll it down. These are not expensive. I think it costs like $9 or something like that. But if it's the last $9 you have, don't use it on a brayer. Okay, use it on some ground beef or something. Don't listen to me, y'all. I'm crazy. Crazy. I wish I wasn't, but I am. So I'm going to get some tape, and I'm going to tape this, right? And I'm going to put Caesar HTV, because once you take it out of the package and then you've already cut it and you're trying to figure out what vinyl was that, it's not easy to remember. So here's what I do. I just get a little piece of tape, and I'll just write Caesar. I can write better than that, but not on camera. So I just write Caesar HTV, and I just put it back. I know, funny and crazy. See what I'm saying? All right. That ain't what my mama intended. All right, so I'm going to load my green mat. Let me see if I can move this. Lord, be a sturdy table. Okay? Can y'all see that? Make sure you can see it. Okay? So I'm going to load my mat into my maker. This ain't my maker. This is my Cricut maker, but it's not my actual maker. I'm using a regular fine point blade, and nothing else is here. I'm going to click that flashing C. Okay. Yes, Ozella, as long as you don't post the link to sell it. That's the only thing. We want you to share your work. Y'all see my trash can over there overflowing? My son didn't clean the trash. But he was ready to get out of here and going back to college and live his best life. Okay. Or whatever. All right. How we doing on likes? Somebody tell me. Oh, yeah. We having tacos. I already got the stuff for Tuesday. But sometimes it's not Taco Tuesday. It's Taco Wednesday, Taco Thursday, Taco Sunday. It's taco whatever day we have it. How we doing on likes? I see 49 watching. So now while that's cutting, right, I should be getting my shirt ready. I could be getting my red vinyl ready. So if I have two mats, which I do, I could put this on the next mat. Okay, 60 likes, Priscilla. We better be on 60 likes. All right. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna get my red vinyl, put it face down on this other mat, because it doesn't make sense to just be waiting around like I'm just waiting for my white. I can be loading my next mat. So do the same thing. Get my little brayer. My little, what I don't know what to do with my brayer right here. My little unnecessary. Blah, 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 blah. Roll. Get my little knife. Okay, get my tape. Tape that down. Yes, every day is taco day, depending on the money. And 2 days, you might have it 2 days in a row. No, you don't. Y'all come here talking about what you look. We had tacos yesterday, and you might have them next 2 days until we run out of meat or cheese or lettuce or whatever. We go. All of it got to be out. So this is Caesar HTV. So I just write it on there, and I put it with the thing. Just put it right here for 1 second, so I don't have to get behind the camera. Y'all, I'm telling you, I have two pen pens because I love these things. Love. Okay. And I have my heat press on. I have my shirt. Take my little tag off the shirt. Now, I could add some heat to the shirt now, but I don't want to do it too early. Oh, when taco shells run out, we crunch up some chips. Well, there's always a backup to the backup. We don't play with the people. We in a economic hardship. Okay. So now I'm going back over here. I'm gonna check this, right? Like, did it cut? Do I like it? Did it really get in there good? Like really be double checking it before I take it from this mat, because once I take it from this mat, that's it. I think I cut the wrong one. Let me look at it again. Because oh no. Well, let me show y'all what I did. Dang it. But guess what we're going to do? Use it anyway, because ain't nobody got time for that. Let me show you what happened. Look. I cut the red mat on the white vinyl. So I'm going to cut the red vinyl on the white mat. That's what's going to happen. That's what's getting ready to happen. That is what is getting ready to happen right there. I'm going to cut this, and we're going to see if it looks good, and if it doesn't, it should. Did you see it? I cut the wrong one on the wrong one, but guess what? We get ready to go with it. So I'm going to take this out. Oh, man, that's okay. Maybe that's what it was supposed to be. You think it'll look good both ways? We'll see. Oh, we shall see. So the bottom layer was supposed to be white, but now the bottom layer is going to be red. Well, while that's doing that, I will start weeding this. Oh, that's a lot to waste. You think so? I hope so. Man. Oh, well. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. What did I say last time? Y'all can learn from my mistakes. Be like, no, I learned how to not do it from DeLonda. Like she jacked it up, so I know not to do what she did. Look, pay attention to your mat. There's a mind your own beeswax. Okay. What I'm going to do though is I think I'm gonna cut some of this out. That's a lot of vinyl to waste, you know, because I can use that for something, I'm sure. So I'm gonna cut some of that out. You may have to do an offset on the middle red letters. Yeah, Kelly, maybe. Dang it. Well, we'll see. We shall see what it's going to look like. I'm over here. Use the waste on something else. Yeah. We'll cut some of that middle part out. I'm just double checking this one. See, I kind of missed it right there. Y'all, I don't know how this is going to look, if I'm going to love it. I'm kind of worried. Y'all think I'm going to use it for something else? I gotta use it for this because, you know, I got to stay just. I'm going to cut that red again. I'm going to cut the red again. I feel like I did not go down far enough on the red. Let me go down further. Oh, well, that is what was meant to be. Let me cut it again. Oh, well, oh, well, oh, well. Thank y'all for sticking with me on this thing. Bray. Let me just cut it one more time. Let me double check that I'm cutting the right mat, Lord. Okay. All right. Making sure I'm not going to have an issue. Okay. And okay, so I think I'm going to cut some of this out. Some of this middle part out because that's a lot of vinyl to waste. Thank you, Louise. Hang in there with me. Louise. I was trying to think about something I had that was round so I wouldn't waste. I guess I can kind of use this. I'm scared I'm gonna mess this up. Debbie, I'm doubting that, but thank you. Lord have mercy. I'm gonna start weeding this white out. Gotta be prepared for whatever. Gotta be prepared for whatever. I'm just weeding the white out, and I'll show you when the red finishes. Taking the white off. What's something you learned tonight? What's one thing you learned that you didn't already know? Thank you, Carol. All right, y'all. Tell me something you learned. Hopefully I didn't waste your time. Hopefully you learned something. I know this all can be overwhelming. Cricut Design. You learn character map? Okay. Character map is the bomb. Trust me, I did not know anything about character map before I started using the Cricut. I did not. I knew nothing about it. I had never even heard of it. I'm sure it's not new. Curving the letters in a complete circle. Okay. All right. Then if you learn something, honey, it wasn't a waste of your evening. Everything. You didn't know about the yellow? Okay. Yeah, Cricut Design Space won't let you go far with that if you get that. And so if it's like it's not compatible, that's what they mean. It's too big. So you can try to click make it if you want to, but you won't be making anything. All right. You learn everything? All right, Terrell. All right. So what I'm doing is just weeding. I'm weeding these letters, and I'll show y'all what it looks like. Man, I hope that red looks good on the black. Guess what? It's gonna have to. It's going to have to. Thank you, Louise. So I just cut that white because I'm saving that. I'm gonna use that for something else. I just cut a little hole, cut a little circle around it so that I can use that on the next thing. Because otherwise that will be wasteful. I don't know what I did with my knife. I'm sure I dropped it. Oh, right here. I dropped it. And you know what? The truth of the matter is it's always going to be a little bit too fast for someone and too slow for someone. Like, you know, somebody who's an expert at doing this is like not fun. So I get that. I totally get that. So if you are an expert, thank you for sticking around. You learned everything, Vanessa? Okay. Well, good. When I asked the kids at the end of the day, I said, "What'd you learn today?" They said, "I learned everything." I'm like, "Well, then you're ready for graduation. You look at you being a 4th grade graduate." Tell those teachers, "Look here, I'm done with this. I'm ready for the next chapter." Zero expert. Okay, Heather. Well, Heather, I don't know because look, you've been doing some good stuff over there. I don't see it. Okay, so I got my. I don't know if y'all can see it good, but I got the white done. Got all the white. Let me, double check. I didn't miss any of the little spaces. I got all of that. Okay. So now let me check this. Oh, Lord. And I'm just going to assume that this is the way it was meant to be. This is how I have to keep checking this table, y'all. So I'm just going to assume that this is how it was meant to be. Let me see if I can. get it so you can really see it. So now I'm going to just weed. Can y'all, is that little bar in the way too much? Ready to graduate, not ready, Vanessa. Okay. Okay, so now I'm just going to weed this and see what it's going to look like. And I can't wait to see what y'all make, because I showed you my full process. I didn't hide anything from you. This is red Caesar Easy Weed, and the white is white Caesar Easy Weed. And, you know, this wasn't the design that I thought I was doing, but when I didn't double check, I cut my red on the white and cut my white on the red, and gotta just go with it. Oh, I'm sorry for the camera shaking the thing. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Just kind of weeding it out. I love HTV more than adhesive vinyl. Sometimes adhesive vinyl makes me want to say a few choice words that would not be, you know, that I wouldn't be saying in front of my mother. You're like, oh, I did not teach you that. Okay. So, getting that. Taking these out. Okay, so I think I got it all. I'm double check. Okay, I'm good. I don't have any cuts anywhere else. Y'all see it? Okay, right? Oh, you're making keychains. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is get my shirt ready. So let me stop sharing this part. Let me stop. Let me remove that. So here's my heat press. My heat press is set to 305. I'm using a black Gildan 100% cotton shirt. I'll just fold it in half to get my center. This is how I center mine. I don't use a t-shirt guide. So I'm just going to center it by folding it in half, and that'll give me the halfway point. You also want to make sure you always add heat to any fabric you're going to press, any fabric. So I'm going to just kill two birds with one stone and add the heat now and get my crease now. Okay, so I'm going to just press it down for a few seconds. This will give me a crease, and it'll also give me some heat for my fabric. Okay, so I have a crease, and I know where the center of my shirt is, right? Okay, so now what I want to do is get the red part, because the red part is going to go down first. Maybe I should do that over here. Let me add that back to the stream. Oh, I hope you can see it. Hopefully you can see it. Okay, so this is my shirt. Here's my crease. You want to go 3 fingers down from the collar, not too far from the collar. 3 fingers is fair, is adequate, right? So I'm going to take my design off my mat. So it's still on the mat. I'm going to take it off the mat. Put my cover back on my mat. Mat covers are not trash. And some people take their design and they fold it in half, and then they, add a crease so that, whatever crease they have here, they just line it up with the crease here. That is one way of doing it. I typically just eyeball it. So whatever way works for you. So I'm going to, go down and where are my 3 fingers? Okay, right there. Good. Okay. So then I just take it and I try to center it the best I can. Okay, that looks, good to me. Right? So I think that looks great. I'm good with this. That looks centered to y'all. Oh, Terrell, my heat press is sitting on, though it's hard to explain, but I'm gonna do my best. Those let me turn this off again. Those crates that they sell at everywhere, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's. I've pretty much seen them everywhere. They cost like $12.99. They sell them at Walmart. I had my husband remove 2 of the slats from the crate, and so that I could use it as storage space. And then he also bought I have to look at the measurements, but he bought plywood from Home Depot and he added it to the top because you need at least 16 inches long for the heat press to sit on this. Okay, so I have it on here and put Teflon on top. And I'm going to press this for 20 seconds. Even though I'm layering, I'm still going to press it for 20 seconds. So that's what he did. He attached a piece of plywood to the top of the crate because really the bottom of the crate is open, right? So he turned it over and he added plywood to the top so that the heat press would sit on it comfortably. Okay, so I have my red layer, and because I'm using Caesar, yes, that crate is the bomb. And the reason why he did that, the reason why I needed that is because if you don't have this heat press on anything, it's just low. And to me, it was too low. So I was trying to like stick my head under that to figure out what placement. And I'm like, no, sir. I can't put my head under the heat press. I don't want my head under the heat press. So I asked him to build it up so I could have it, closer to eye level. So now I'm going to take that backing off because with Caesar, it's, hot or cold peel. So I can go ahead and let me go back to let me add it back to my stream so you can see. I'm going to go ahead and take that off. And while I'm taking this off, remember, I can be checking, like, is any of my vinyl coming up? Does it look good? Am I worried about it? And you know what? I'm so happy I made this mistake. I'm happy because I think the white would not have looked as good as the red. I like it. You understand me? Head on the thing. You're going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Get your head under there. Press your hair. That's right, Nicole. Except we're going to be doing his hair, not mine. Like, sir, let me see if this works. Put your head under the heat press. Okay, so now I'm getting my white, since I done cut that middle part out, it's kind of weird, but it's all gonna work out. So now I just gotta put this, and everybody in my, the red looks good. Everybody in my Facebook group should know how to do this right, especially if you've already done your CCC 12 right. So I'm just gonna layer it. Right? Look at that. See? Just putting it on top. And making sure that it's going to line up. And where it doesn't line up, you fix it. So it kind of looks not good right there. Let me fix that. Now, I don't know if y'all saw Miss Anwanda's, but she went ahead and added that layer to crafting is my therapy and made me rethink my life, honey. I was like, oh, okay. I wouldn't have thought about doing that. But I'm glad you did. Now, see, I don't like the way that's lining up because I cut this. I kind of just messed up my file, but it's okay. Because, honey, I will fix it. I promise you. If I have to cut it again, and I do mean cut with my scissors, I will get it lined up. Which is what I'm going to do because this is not the boss of me. And I want to fix this. So let me show you what I'm going to do right here. Take this. And this. Move that off for 1 second. Fix the rest. Remove that too. I hope Hugged by a Card is good. I hope she's okay. Okay, so now I'll go back. There. There we be. Now I'm going to press it again with my Teflon. You must learn the nerves not going to feel it off as pressing layers. Yeah, I like it like this better. No, I don't want to hear that. I'm not hearing it. Okay, so now I'm going back over here. I'm going to put it back on this heat press and press it again. Let me turn that, remove that and press it again. Put my Teflon on top. And let it press. And while it's doing that, I will add more trash to my already full trash can. And my reason for not taking it out is because my son is supposed to take it out. So that's my reason and I'm sticking to it. Okay. Okay. Even though I have eyes and arms and I'm capable of taking it out, he's supposed to do it. I'm gonna let that sit there for a minute while I put that in the trash. And then, oh, I like it. Ooh, I like it. I like it. I think I should have. It's not too late. I think I should have done an offset on the married life, but you know, that kind of makes it pop all by itself. So I still like it though. I still like it. Let me go back and add that so y'all can see. So let me peel this part first. See how cute that is? Oh my gosh. I love it. 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 And that's it. That's it, you guys. Look at it. Yay. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Can y'all see it good? Oh, let me move it over here. I like it. I like it. So, Brenda. So even though it was a mistake because the white was supposed to be on the bottom, I still like the way it turned out. And I would do it again. Or, you know, I could say to my husband, well, he can't fit this, so it's mine. But our goal was to create a design with the curved text. So y'all know how to do that. Y'all know how to do it. You know how to do it. You learned. I believe you learned something tonight. We looked at Wordmark.it. We looked at the character map. You see what your options are and how to add to your text and how to change it up. And we finished. We actually did a layer design, and that wasn't even the goal. So we accomplished a lot in this time, and hopefully it was beneficial to you and you didn't feel like any of your time was wasted, because every time you join me, I want you to leave here with more knowledge than when you started. Okay. All right. And then, I want to see what you try. I want you to try it. Thank you, Terrell. Yay. Thank you, Yasmin. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank y'all for joining me and sticking around. I appreciate that more than you know. You learn offset. Okay, Tracy. Don't do it like the look, Sherry. That's it. If you learn that, you get then you are winning, honey. All right. If y'all came in and you forgot to hit that like button, please go back and do it. Nicole, I do believe in, honey. Yes, I believe in everybody that can open that machine. If you forgot to hit the like button, don't forget to do it. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't already subscribed, but you joined tonight and you learned something, you thought it was beneficial, please subscribe or consider subscribing. Come back, go look around on the page and see what else you can find. Charnette, I'm glad you joined the Facebook group. Hopefully you're learning how we kind of operate. We're loving over there. All right. Thank you, Aunt Wanda. Look, and Brenda is an expert. I don't know what she's in here for. All right. Thank you, Tracy. Look, I receive all blessings, honey. I receive them. I need them. All right. So thank y'all for joining. I appreciate it. I'm signing off. We accomplished our goal. If you feel like you accomplished your goal, we're good. 71 likes. Okay. Good. All right. Thank you, Brenda. I appreciate that. And you know how I feel about that. All right. I said all right 100 times. Or no. I'm not going to say it again. I'm going to say okay instead of all right. So there's that. Bye, y'all.